Your Highness, I'm sorry for intruding so late at night.
Since my captor is here to see me, I can only assume what happened. Our kingdom has fallen. The day is lost.
So it seems. Soon, at least. In short, we've lost all contact with the Royal Army, and none of the messengers we've sent to the battlefield have returned. Prince Xanax's whereabouts are also unknown.
My poor, foolish boy. You had to follow your brother. To think that both of my sons would go before me. I am relieving everyone in the castle of their positions immediately. If they hurry, they might still have a chance to escape under the veil of night.
Understood, my lord.
That includes you.
Your Majesty.
I will stay here and meet our conqueror, as the last king of this fallen kingdom.
I worry that the children are making too much racket.
You can never be too careful. If we offend the emissary, it could mean our death.
I'm bored. How long do we have to wait for these guys to show up? We've got our families and everyone from the Eight Fingers ready to ship out. Does this sorcerer guy care if we're all
Watch
here?
it, Kokoda!
Sorry, I mean, His Majesty.
You're our colleague. We must introduce you to the Sorcerer King's emissary.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful. I was just venting a little. That aside, I still don't get why you bothered to break someone like me out of prison.
What are you trying to imply?
I'm a has-been. I lost all my power and connections, so it just seems like you're being awfully generous to me. What's your objective exactly?
Why would you say such a thing, Petit? You're one of us. Of course we'll help you. We're in this together, always.
Huh? Okay, no, this is weird. Something's up. You're not an imposter, are you? You're the same old Hilma? If you're a monster wearing her skin, just come out and say it already.
You really think I've changed that much?
Yeah, and you're all so thin. Did you get on some weird diet together? You don't look the same or act the same. It'd make more sense if you were a bunch of skin stealers.
What can I say? It shows how much we've been through.
Been through what, exactly?
We'll be destroying the royal capital soon, so I've come to bring all of you to safety. I've been told you have 1,000 people that are coming with you. Bring them here and we'll depart immediately.
Yes, ma'am.
Come, Shadow Demon.
Huh?
Pardon me. If you could spare a moment while we're waiting on them, there's someone I believe we should introduce you to.
That won't be necessary. Rather, we should gather your luggage first. You will stay here until we can transport you to a proper home. I'll return to check on you in a few days, but you should have adequate food and supplies to last till then. You're one of the executives, correct?
Yes? There's something you require of me?
You need to be taken to Kyohuko as the others were.
Huh?
Gate?
Help! No,
Yes, yes. Come along now.
You are making that face! Come on, say something! Help!
There's nothing we could have done to save the poor man.
Don't say it like that. He will survive after all. It's better to think of it as a rite of passage. It will bring us closer in the end.
Yes, you're right. We thank you for your mercy, great Sorcerer King.
Delay teleportation. Body of effulgent beryl. Life essence. Mana essence. Good. Now I need only wait.
If the enemy wants to make a move, this will be their last chance. I'll proceed as planned.
Yes, but be careful not to kill him. Remember, our goal is to collect information.
Of course. But what about you?
There's no need to worry. I will play my part to perfection. You need only do the same.
Always. Excuse me, I mean, as you wish, Lord Ains.
Chain Dragon Lightning, huh?
How insolent! State your name!
Go, Albedo! Don't let the enemy escape!
Right!
I'd catch him easily if I could use my war bicorn. Not very subtle, are you? Do you really think I don't notice that you're leading me away from Lord Ains? He won't fall so easily. But how far does he plan to go? Perhaps I was the target all along. Revealing your power to me? Be my guest! Those aren't even magic projectiles. Are you just testing my armor? Well, I certainly know what's coming next. Physical projectiles don't work, so you'll try hitting me with a spell. Let's see it then. No damage. Perhaps it's not attack magic, but instant death magic.
Did you expect such low-tier magic to work on me? I find that offensive!
He's so weak. It's like punching tofu.
What a boorish little goon you are, and cowardly as well. I'll sever your limbs and grind you with my boot till you offer Lord Ains a proper apology for your insolence.
Just what I'd expect from a genocidal butcher.
Oh, and here I was thinking you were some savage incapable of human speech. Well, the people of this kingdom might as well be animals, seeing how foolish and weak they are.
Your poisoned tongue is unbecoming of a prime minister, Albedo. Your invasion was never justified. You're the savages, using any excuse to slaughter people. No, you're worse than that. You're monsters. So call my methods cowardly all you want. This is a battle against pure evil.
Let him
Whatever I do is
talk.
justified.
Maybe the fool will slip up and reveal something.
Nothing is happening. How odd. Surely he's not working alone. Explode mine! I may be standing in the open, but I'm hardly defenseless. Life essence. It seems he has a lot of HP left. As for his MP, none at all. A pure warrior class, then. Thought you were clever, did you? Indeed, skeletons are weak against blunt attacks. But I've taken special care to address that. Don't take me for a fool. So, you can put your hammer away. No weapon of the sort will work on me.
World isolation barrier.
Wait a minute. His HP dropped when he used that technique. I'll forgive you for the surprise attack. I believe you know who I am, but allow me to introduce myself all the same. I am the Sorcerer King Ains. Now, your turn. Will you grace me with your name as well?
Riku Aganea.
I can't say I've heard of you, though that platinum armor of yours does make me wonder. There was a nameless warrior among the 13 heroes that was known for the platinum armor he wore. Could it be that I'm dealing with a celebrity? At any rate, a pleasure to meet you, Riku Aganea. So, may I call you Riku?
You may not.
Forgive me for being informal. Sir Aganea it is, then. Unless you object to that as well.
No, that's fine.
In that case, Sir Aganea, I have a proposal for you. Why don't you become my subordinate?
I refuse.
You won't even consider it. The strong are valued in my kingdom, you know. In fact, if you join me, I could easily be persuaded to stop my attack on Riestes. A talented warrior like yourself is worth more than any land. If he doesn't care, perhaps he isn't from Riestes. So much for diplomacy, I suppose.
Cloak of Light.
His HP went down again. Greater teleportation! My magic failed. I see. This must be the barrier he cast earlier. It doesn't seem to be magic, or a normal skill. It blocks teleportation, and physical objects too. Body of a fulgent barrel. Knockback! Another attack that reduced his HP. I told you blunt damage would not harm me. Are you really that stubborn?
Keep talking if you must, but your fate is sealed. You will die within this barrier by my hand.
Twin magic! Obsidian sword! What? Wall of skeleton! Blasting stab! Thrust port! No good? I need to move. Greater teleportation! Body of a fulgent barrel! It's not just the weapons. It looks like he's controlling the armor remotely too. Call greater thunder! Are you surprised? While this blasting staff doesn't have much physical attack power, it more than makes up for it with its strong knockback effect. Convenient for a magic caster such as myself, since I like to create distance between me and my enemies. Summon undead, 10th tier, Doom Lord! Now, show me the full extent of your strength. Seems to be about level 90. A tank that specializes in hand-to-hand combat. His weapons have HP too, and I noticed something when I knocked him back. The swords were sent flying with him. That would imply that those floating weapons are a part of his body in some way. I must assume that he's controlling them, and the armor from another location. I think that's all the information my Doom Lord can draw out. Time to finish things up. Here as well. Summon undead, 10th tier, elemental skull. Unlike the Doom Lord, this summon specializes in magic, commanding the power of the 4 elemental spirits. I'm sure you're weak to at least one of those elements. So now it's time to find out which. Or we can cease the charade, now that we have a grasp of each other's strength. Oh, wait! No! I'm still talking! Please, I beg of you, just a moment of your time! I have no desire to fight you to the death. This all began when Riestes stole provisions intended as aid for the Holy Kingdom. I believe it's clear who is at fault in this situation. Unless you object to our charity for some reason, surely you don't think we're wrong for taking action after we were attacked?
The action you took was excessive.
What would you have done? What if it was your food that was stolen? Would you still think that this thieving kingdom would be worth protecting?
Those who possess power must use it responsibly. You cannot act solely in your own self-interest. That's why I will protect this world. Or rather, why I must protect it. Absolute power is the root of evil, a sin I carry as well. But I won't beg for forgiveness. Rather, I shall use it to extinguish wickedness from the world, starting with you. Now, perish!
Mind your filthy tongue, you worm! How dare you speak to Lord Ains that way! I'll make you suffer! Get back here!
Albedo, stop! That's enough!
My lord.
Sir Arganea, before you depart, I will ask you once more. Will you not serve me? I will grant you whatever you may wish. The gates of the Sorcerer Kingdom will always be open to you. Come visit me whenever you please. A pity, but with that, our job is done. Good work.
Our enemy is still unknown. I worry that there may be eyes upon us. We should return to Nazarick immediately.
A fine idea. Let's depart.
I hope you weren't waiting long.
Hey, sir.
It seems you survived your encounter with that demon.
Yeah, but I couldn't even hit her. Best I could do was keep her at a distance. Used every weapon at my disposal and she shrugged them off one after another. I'm sorry. Wished I could have held her off a bit. But that aside, how'd you fare against the Sorcerer King?
Poorly, to be quite honest.
Guess that's it then. For the kingdom, at least.
Forgive me. You put your life at risk and I couldn't finish the job.
Don't blame yourself for this. I'm the one who couldn't buy you enough time, right?
No, you did your part well. Given your opponent, I could scarcely expect more. To be frank, time wasn't the issue. I failed to defeat the Sorcerer King because he was much stronger than I had anticipated.
Still, it's strange. The World Isolation Barrier worked perfectly against the Sorcerer King, but Albedo seemed to break through it quite easily when she came to his aid. The space was isolated from the outside world. The only way she could have made it through was if she used wild magic or possessed a world item. She appears to be subservient to the Sorcerer King, but perhaps she's the player and he's the NPC. It could be a method to protect herself from enemies. Pretending to be second in command would have a few advantages, and she did seem suspiciously powerful. Or perhaps the Sorcerer King has more than one world item, though that would mean that he chose not to bring it with him to the battlefield for some reason.
So, he's strong. But what do you think our odds are for next time? Even if we weren't able to pull this off, you must have figured something out, right? You think or rather, you think my suit could win?
Don't take this the wrong way, Azuth, but you wouldn't stand a chance. Yet, as you said, I know his power now, and that also means I know its limits. While I can't hope to defeat him in a single blow, I should be able to win, provided he doesn't have any allies with him.
Well, hey, not bad. Though I'd expect nothing less. You are the world's strongest Dragon Lord.
I do my best, but I'm sure there are many beings out there stronger than me. Thankfully, my skill set is well suited to beating the Sorcerer King. Oh, before I forget, when he asked for my name, I said it was Riku Aganea. Good to remember that, in case it comes up.
I'll write it down when I get a chance. Does that name have a special meaning?
Not at all. I didn't plan ahead, and it was the first thing that came to mind. Now that I think about it, I hope no one has actually named that, or they're about to have a very bad time.
That should keep the Sorcerer King busy, trying to hunt down someone who doesn't even exist.
Not only him, his Prime Minister certainly seems like the type to hold a grudge. I could not have accomplished what I did today without your help, and I can't defeat these evil players on my own, so please take care of yourself until next time.
Azuth has been agreeable thus far, but I worry. Perhaps it would be better to kill him and give his armor to a more capable and obedient ally. Riku. I already have blood on my hands. No turning back. I could blame his death on the Sorcerer King, but if someone resurrected him, then they would find out the truth. I can't afford to do anything I'll regret.
Outstanding work, Albedo. Pandora's actor.
Thank you. Truly, I am undeserving of such praise, my lord.
I observed your battle, but I'd like to hear your impression of this Riku Aganea, since you interacted with him directly. His words, his emotions, all that you could draw out of this man. Everything the mirror could not convey. Reveal it to me.